Hey everybody, it's Caleb at Prehired. Today we've got Addy Natwa with us in California, and he's just been hired to one of Prehired's partner companies, Vindicia. Addy, take a minute to tell everyone about you and your background.
Absolutely, Caleb. So pretty much my background is that I graduated college last May, and I really, didn't know what I wanted to do. I graduated from the business school, and I decided, I wanted a hustle job. I wanted a job where if I worked really hard, I would see the results pay off, and where I could have accelerated growth. And after doing some experience, I realized that I wanted to go into software sales, where I had that option to experience those two things. And after doing some research online to see if there are any programs that could bolster my knowledge in the subject matter, I came across Prehired. And after doing some research, I decided that it was the perfect program to get my foot into the door with software sales.
Awesome. So, what was it, about Prehired that make you want to do it through Prehired? Because there's some other sales boot camps out there. Like, what was it about Prehired specifically?
Yeah, sure. So I guess one of the most attractive facets of Prehired was the fact that it was an online learning program, and it could be done anywhere in the world. It could be done with the flexibility of working, or just being in New Jersey, being in California, regardless of where you were. So that was one attractive feature. And in addition, just reading through the course, the subject matter, and learning the tools, skills, and the workflows, it covered essentially everything you need to know to be successful in the role. And just the support of having a mentor that can monitor you despite the online learning just gives you further reinforcement of the knowledge.
Awesome, man. So, when you first found Prehired, I got to ask, what were you thinking and feeling? Like, because most people, when they first find this, they might think we're a scam. Like, what were you
Yeah.
thinking at that time?
So yeah, I mean, I thought the same thing. I came across it, and it did seem too good to be true. Just every aspect of it, the fact that $0 down, and that you can do it online. I didn't believe it, but after going to the website and going on Course Report and just doing some research on people that have completed the program, that have been successful, that have found jobs in the industry, that's when I knew that it was a legitimate program, and it wasn't a scam. But it is kind of hard to believe, but I guess that's the beauty of pre-hire, that it's hard to believe, but it is in fact real, and it does help people actually achieve their dreams of getting into software sales.
So you took the leap, you joined Prehired. Now, as you're going through Prehired, what was that experience like? Like, what was it like going through the course?
I mean, the program was great. Like I said, you have the flexibility to pursue it part time or pursue it full time. You're not really at the whims of a teacher or a professor. It's essentially when you have the time. If you want to get it done as soon as possible, you can get it done as soon as possible. If you want to take your time, you can take your time. So I think the flexibility of it is one of the greatest aspects of it. And like I said, having a mentor, like my mentor Josue, and of course you, Caleb, you were also one of my mentors. Just having mentors to guide you and help you get through the program, it's beautiful because you can do it from the comfort of your home, but at the same time you have someone that's almost like a big brother or like a mentor to guide you and say you can do this, you can keep going, and if you have any questions, they guide you through it. So it's got the best of both worlds in that aspect.
Absolutely, 100%. Most importantly, Addie, can you share some of your data and results with us and tell us ultimately what was it like getting hired?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was going through the program, I was like, extremely dedicated to completing it within as soon as I possibly could. So for me, I wasn't working at the time, so I completed the program in 2 weeks. Got certified within a week following that. I put my all into the program. I made sure that I set a deadline for every single module that I wanted to complete. And then when it actually came to getting hired, just creating the job sequences that pre-hired actually taught me, I was able to do a good enough job in the program where I was actually, through pre-hired, I was referred to a partner company. And the first interview that I had with Vindicia, the company I work for now, I actually received. So I guess the advice that I'll give you and the data I give you is if you put in enough work and you're successful in the program and you show heart, then and you become an A player, then there's a chance that you'll get hired in no time. But even if that's not the case, you have all the necessary things in order to get a job on your own.
And that brings me to my last question, expanding on that a little bit. Lastly, what would you say to someone who's maybe been following us, but maybe just can't make that decision? They just haven't, jumped the leap yet. Like, what would you recommend to them?
I mean, the best advice I can give you is if you know you want to do software sales and you don't know where to start, pre-hired is the place to be, because it teaches you everything you need to know. They have an established name in the market, and you can see from the course reports, you can just see from LinkedIn that it's a legitimate thing. And if you know you want to get into software sales and you know that that is your future, and you want to experience accelerated growth and you want to hustle, then this is the place to be. This is where you're gonna experience success.
Guys, you've heard from Adi Natwa. He's just been hired. You're killing it, man. We appreciate you taking the time, letting your story be told. We really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Caleb. I really appreciate it.
We'll be talking soon.
Yep, absolutely. Take care.